Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to take a look at your upcoming weekend and a sneak into next week. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned, it's going to be pretty nice for the next couple of days throughout most of the country, but that's all going to change for next week. Here on your Friday, nice little warm up here in the Midwest, stretching down towards Texas. Still kind of chilly across the eastern seaboard there. And what I mean by chilly, these temperatures reflect, again, normal temperatures for the most part when you see yellow there. So they're going to be still pretty nice in the 60s, 70s, and even 80s down in this area. So it's going to be a little bit cooler than normal, but overall it's still pretty nice for this time of year. That's your Friday. Here on Saturday, you can see a nice little warm up again occurring here in the central U.S., stretching again into the Midwest. So the next couple of days are going to be pretty nice. But notice the cold air up to the north. You're starting to see a few greens up there. This is on your Saturday, and we're going to warm up across the eastern seaboard kind of nicely there as well. By Sunday, here it comes. This is a cold front. Notice some greens now showing up, well below normal across much of the Great Lakes. This is on our Sunday, pretty nice across this area of the country. But by next Wednesday, look what happens. It gets really chilly, especially right down here in the southeast. Not only are you going to have some very chilly air, but you're also going to have some clouds and rain, and that's also going to take the temperature down just a little bit. Warming up there in the central U.S., but most of us are going to see some very nice fall temperatures. In fact, we could be looking at freezing temperatures right here in the Ohio Valley. Certainly frost, a good bet across most of this area. Freezing temperatures certainly across the Great Lakes area, which temperatures will be down into the 20s, I think, for up there. So if you have some plants that you want to kind of hold on to yet for a little longer, like our gardens, you might want to start thinking about covering up, start coming Sunday night and on into next week. Now, as far as precipitation, not a lot going on. You can see here on our Friday, pretty quiet, a little bit of shower activity down around the Florida, but basically coast to coast, a little bit dry around the Great Lakes, a couple of showers there. And then here we go on our Saturday. Here comes that frontal system stretching across portions of Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and even possibly a little bit of snow across the northern tier of states around Wisconsin, as well as Minnesota. On Sunday, here comes that frontal system. Not much moisture with it, so you don't expect too many showers here on Sunday, except up here in the northeast. You could be looking at some there. These are going to be some more showers, and we could be seeing some light snow in this batch. And this is now on your Sunday, jumping now to Wednesday. That system starts developing. We get a low developing down here in the southeast. And remember, those temperatures be a little bit cooler, and that's because, again, this is going to be a cold rain for those of you down in the southeast, down in the Carolinas, into Georgia, and even portions of Virginia. This is on your next Wednesday, and we have a pretty good system approaching the Pacific Northwest. Now, I haven't said much about the tropics because it's going to be pretty quiet after Milton just went through Florida. Now, however, the models are showing that we could be seeing something develop again down here in the Caribbean. Still not yet convinced something is going to develop. We have to keep an eye on it. This is for next Wednesday, and if something does develop, looks like it's going to shoot more into this direction across the Yucatan and then sit down there in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. We will have to keep an eye on it. This is for next Wednesday. If something does develop, it looks like maybe a week from this weekend that could affect the U.S. mainland. We're still, even though we just had a major hurricane, we're still in hurricane season, so we certainly have to keep a kind of a closer look on the tropics. Have a nice weekend, everyone. I'm George, the Weather Dad.